see him? Oh yeah, you got him. Oh, he's down, bro! My word. All right.
Well, you can barely tell it, but that is a little herd of elk right there. First elk spotted of the season.
I just spotted 2 bulls. I'm making a stalk in here. I'm gonna try to set up and call. Come on, let's see. Day 2. This morning there is, I think, a cow, 3 spikes, and 3 legal bulls, 1 5x6. I had to let them get past me because the wind has just been terrible. But I'm gonna try it now. I'm gonna just ease in there and see if maybe I can get one of these bulls to come to me. So stay tuned. It's a cool horn. Very cool. All right, here's my setup for the evening. Okay, y'all, so today is day 2 of the season. On the opener yesterday, I had 2 bulls that I was on and videoed them. You've seen the video. Come back in here this morning, 6 bulls and a cow, 3 legal bulls in that group. And they went here and up in this basin, same place the other ones went yesterday. I'm on different bulls. But they walked right through, right here where I'm set up. There's an old blind here, and somebody made years ago, and so I just kind of fixed it up. And who knows? Wind's kind of squirrely a little bit, but it's mostly blowing pretty good. Just hoping that as the evening wears on, especially as the sun starts dropping, that the wind will really get steady. I think they're in the back of this basin, and I'm hoping, now I sat just right down here last night and didn't see anything, but I'm hoping that tonight maybe they'll get up and feed back through here. So who knows, man? Stay with us. We'll see what happens right here at Ramsack Nation. Archery season is getting kicked off. Let's go.
Up early this morning, headed in. Got a little blind built last night, and hopefully those bulls will do the same thing they've done the last 2 mornings. Somewhere between 6:15 and 7 o'clock they've come through every morning. So let's go jump in the blind and see if they'll do it again.
I can hear the elk back here mewing. Bulls are fighting back here. Well, I must say it's a little bit tough to be optimistic. This is the beauty of public land hunting. On the way in, I seen a couple people who had killed a bear and were packing it out, and didn't talk about where or whatever. I turned and come down to my little honey hole, and their tracks come all the way through and all the way in here, and I can hear ravens every now and again flying over and squawking, which usually means a gut pile is close by. So I would say it's a safe guess to say that they have been in here all morning. It would be a miracle if everything that was in the vicinity is not pushed out. But hey, we're going to stay positive. September the 7th, we are going to just get tucked in here for a little bit. And then, I don't know what, we might call, bugle a little bit once it gets about 6 o'clock. So we're going to tuck in here for a couple hours and go from there. Stay with us. Well, when you're elk hunting, you're not finding any elk. I guess the next best thing is pick up a shed or two. It's like a hard white from last year, maybe. Tiny 6. Good morning, everybody. It's September the 16th. As you can see, got some thunderstorms rolling in, but we are going to try to get a couple hours of glassing in and see if we can get some elk moving through this basin below me. But it has been a pretty tough hunt for me, archery season. We just got out of the mountains with a bull that Stephen Lane got on opening morning. Beautiful bull, 6x6. That hunt didn't last but about 3 hours. But the archery's been pretty tough. But stay with us, we might see something here. All right, everybody, we are pulling up to the airport. Jeremy Mansfield flew in, and he is going to be my cameraman for the next 3 days.
It's cool up here.
All right, everybody, look who's here.
I made it.
Texas done come to Colorado, son.
That's right. You see this? Texas versus everybody. I won't be so talking so much smack whatever Stephen trots me around 20 miles in these mountains at 12,000 feet.
Oh, golly, we're gonna have fun the next few days. Jeremy's here. He's gonna video farming. We're diving off in the high country. Got some good reports a while ago I'm fixing to share with Jeremy, but we'll catch up with y'all about daylight in the morning. Well, Jeremy and I just made it up to the summit here, and we're gonna let the sun come up a little bit more, about 10 more minutes, and then we're going right over there, and that's where we're gonna be glassing from. So stay with us. Wow, we're dropping in. There's about 4 bulls bugling. We dropped down on this saddle, fresh tracks and droppings. So we're gonna get to this saddle and then start our way down into this big old bowl. This is where these elk come down. I got a bull right here. He's bugling every now and again. I just bugled and he answered me. I've got Jeremy back here. He's fixing to bugle. All right, we're going in. So Jeremy stayed back and he's bugling for me. I'm gonna have to try to slip in on this bull. Okay, here is the story. So, Jeremy stayed back calling. I slipped in on the elk. There was 2 bulls, about 15 or 20 cows. Got to just over 100. I ranged one of the cows at 112. And, but I think one of the cows saw me or saw movement. They never ran. They just started easing out. And of course, the bull followed. So the elk went again, but it was a great morning overall. Jeremy got to talk a little elk language.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Well, here you go. We are looking down here at a whole pile of elk, strung out. And then they go right on over here, cross this road, and there's some more. Right there. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. Jeremy and I are headed in to the spot where we this morning caught a spike to 14 yards and a lot of fresh tracks. So we're going back in there. I had set a blind in there several times where some elk were coming through. And we feel confident enough to go set it tonight. I also have a fall turkey tag. A lot of turkeys in there, so maybe we'll bring you a little bit of action.
There was only 30 or 40 turkeys there this morning.
We'll see if we can't get a bloody arrow this evening, so hang in there.
to spook this elk though. Where's he at?
He's up in there. Just let him go. Huh?
It's two bulls.
You saw them both.
Yeah, both. Look, right here.
I see that hole.
Yeah, right up in that hole. They're way up there, as far up as you can see.
Where they going that
They're
way?
going up that way. Look. Let's see if I got it. Nope. They walk right in there. Right before.
They might come around. Get ready.
Look, see him. He's coming. Smoke that sucker. Dude, he's literally 40 yards right there. Look at him. Look, he's peeing.
Well, we're standing here because we got an elk at 35 yards. Two bulls just went through behind us. And we got turkeys on the way. I guess at least we got action.
How much you think that elk weighs?
He probably weighs 350.
So he's just like a... That's great. Man, if that sucker goes downwind of us, he's going to ball.
So Jeremy and I, we started calling. We just decided we was going to try to sound like an elk party. And he looked way up and saw an elk go through. I didn't see it. And so we kept calling. Well, about another 5 minutes or so, a spike that we caught in this morning ran across right here. And while he's coming up through here, two more like shooter legal bulls were out there, but they come in directly downwind and smelled us and turned around. And I told Jeremy, I said, they're probably going to circle us. Well, they did. And Jeremy saw them again right here behind us. Well, then the spike come to 35 yards right here. So, I guess the good news is that the elk are now upwind of us if they decide to come back in. But
Dude, I never seen a hen strike. Did you get your air back?
Huh?
Did your air go through?
you hear me?
I just texted Steve.
Turkey down. Now let's kill an elk. We saw a bear too, right at daylight, right down here, and he was out of range. But we're keeping an eye out for him. If we see him, we'll definitely put a stalk on him. Good calling, boys.
We were talking, but they weren't
good
listening.
enough.
We bugled and a bull just answered us right here. Sounded like 200, 250 yards out. Hopefully he's coming our way.
afternoon hunt.
All right, last day. Dove off in a hole. It's about 1:30. I just got in here and I bugled and a bull just answered me across the canyon here. So, yeah, I'm gonna ease up in there and see. Maybe I can get on him. So, stay with me. Well, I just shot at a nice bull. No blood, as you can see, clean miss. These elk were going across this little draw. The cows were. The bull was over here on this little point. And he was behind a tree, and I ranged him at 46 yards. And so I drew back so when he stepped out, I would be ready to shoot. And he stood there for a minute and then just turned real slow and started walking up the hill straight away from me. And I was trying to just gauge, because I was already drawn, how many yards he was. Clean missed him. I always say that if you get one chance a year, you can count yourself fortunate. Well, I just got my chance on the last day. It's 2:45. There's a couple other bulls that bugled, so I'm gonna go after them. It will be a miracle if I can get another bull within shooting range, but I'm gonna try. Let's see. Look at this beautiful place right here, y'all. Well, I've seen 3 different bulls, and I have shot at 2 of them. Now, probably being too embarrassed to put this video together unless I get home and this bow is off again for some reason. I don't think it is, but I did lay it on my backpack today and it slid off. I shot at one of them at like 59, 60, 61 yards. Shot at the other at like 50 yards. Dialed in, shooting good. I don't know. But, hey, last day of the season. Blessed to be able to do this. And so I thank God every day for strength, for health. And what a blessing to get to be in the mountains. I've got about a 2-hour hike, 2.5 maybe, to the truck. So probably going to wrap it up. Might bugle again. Had a bull answer me a while ago, but I had some elk just run right here. I was moving towards that one that had answered, so probably won't chase them further. Last day, last chance. Last 2 chances, and I blew it. But hey, God's good. God bless you guys.